720 WGN, No Way Out, Field of Dreams, Bull Durham, Tin Cup. His latest movie is entitled Black and White.
You got a plan for Eloise in light of all this?
Not sure, not yet. Probably just love her, that's the plan for now.
She's got a whole lot of family down with me.
Well, you can always come visit. Come for a swim. How's that?
Come for a swim. It's Kevin Costner. Kevin, how are you, sir?
I'm good, Pete.
You know, last time we spoke this past summer, 25th anniversary of Field of Dreams, you were very excited to head back and play catch with your son.
Yeah, I have you never know if a movie like that's just gonna. You never know about a movie. They seem to be so disposable in this world. What happens on the weekend, but this movie, 25 years later, is still cooking. So yeah, I went back to Iowa. Took the gloves, my little girl and my two little boys, and we did throw it around.
Man, I saw you on TV. You were smiling from ear to ear.
It was pretty nice. It was pretty damn nice. And I tell you, an interesting thing happened out there. My son was having a really great time playing catch with me, right? And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, like a line of about 15 men just were standing there, just got kind of in their own line.
Right.
And I looked over at my son, and I'm always getting interrupted or something, but he's such a good boy. He looked at me and he goes, "Do those men want to play catch?" And I said, "I think they do." And he stepped aside. My 6-year-old, he goes, "I understand." And each guy stepped out, and we threw the ball back and forth about 4 or 5 times. It was a really interesting moment.
Jeez, man, that's a special place. It really is. Wow.
It was special that day. And I tell you, they dropped the screen down in the middle of a cornfield, and everybody watched the movie at that night.
Well, let's talk about Black and White. What is it with this film that you had to get it done? You even put your own money into it.
Yeah, well, you got to see it. I don't know if you've seen it yet, or if anybody driving out there hasn't seen it. It says stuff that you wish you've maybe said when it comes to all this that's going on right now and what we've been living with. It's pretty funny. But it's also, it just was like, it kind of changed me. Field of Dreams kind of changed people. I think when you see Black or White, you go, whoa. I mean, it just gets real under your skin. And I think afterwards, you're kind of really glad you went to the movie. So when I feel that way after I read something, I think it actually can end up being that way. And when people are calling me now who've seen the movie, just go, oh my God, this movie really said what I've been wanting to say for a long time.
It deals with race. You throw down the N-bomb in the movie.
Yeah, but the movie doesn't swirl around just that one moment that comes out. But when you deal with race, you can't play it safe. You have to go out there and say the stuff that people are talking about, how people are talking, and when you do, people appreciate it a lot more. If we would have just dodged that word,
right.
Let's not say it, let's come up with some other term. It would have been phony. And, you don't make a movie about race and do it phony.
You're absolutely right. We're talking with Kevin Costner. SAG Awards a few weeks ago, you presented the final award, you closed the show. Then you ran off the stage, did a beeline for Jennifer Aniston. What'd you whisper in her ear?
I told Jennifer, this is a girl that's worked really hard. Really, really hard, and this is an award season. It's the first time that she's been recognized this way, and she's not, she hasn't, been winning. It was, Julianne Moore, who's really got a great performance, and we worked together in a little movie called Rumor Have It. And I just wanted to let her know that her colleagues do see her as a really serious actress, and I thought it was really good that her name keeps getting popped up and. That's what I wanted to say to her, and I needed to get there before everything broke up and the people in the room started taking pictures and wanted to, have autographs. And I thought, you know what, I'm gonna say that to her. I'm gonna get it said, and I felt like sometimes people need to hear from their own colleagues that they're doing really well.
When you think Kevin Costner, you think about all the great movies you've made, but all the leading women that you've worked with: Susan Sarandon, Whitney Houston, Renee Russo. Who's been the sexiest?
Well, you never kiss and tell, Pete. That's how you get to keep working with them. You gotta, But I have been really, really lucky there.
Kevin, you got to tell me.
Everybody wanted to be in the bathtub. I get it.
Yes, I understand Susan Sarandon, but what is it with Renee Russo?
Renee is like a real gal pal. I mean, she's on the set. She can talk with the guy. She makes every guy think they have a chance, and nobody does. You know, she's real loyal, but she's funny. You know, she can talk like a sailor, and you know, she looks like $1 million. You know, but you know, that's mostly what we like. You know, that you don't have to talk her out of the dressing room. You know, she comes out. She comes to work. She doesn't. You know, the little things don't bother her, and so it makes it easy to be around her.
And what about Sean Connery? Was he sexy to work with?
John, you know, people ask me, to go, you know, who's the best actor you ever worked with? Who's the whatever? And you know, I tell people, I said, you know, Gene Hackman, I felt like was the best actor I ever worked with, and I work with great actors. So, you know, this is a fictional, mythical list, but. You know, when I think about it, you know, if you're going to make one, you got Gene Hackman. Then somebody said, but I tell people the biggest star I ever worked with was by far Sean Connery, and that doesn't diminish what a great actor he was by saying he's the biggest star. Because sometimes you go, oh, star actor, oh, star's a lightweight and actor's a heavyweight. No, Sean Connery was an incredible screen actor, but you know, he had a tremendous charisma, and so Sean Connery goes to the top of the list there.
Did you hang out with him when you guys did the movie Untouchables in Chicago?
Yeah, I did, you know, and but not a lot. You know, I did. You know, he's kind of like me. He's to himself, but he was always good to me, you know, and I was very early in my career, you know.
I just wanted the visual of Kevin Costner, Sean Connery partying on Rush Street back in the mid '80s.
Well, we were together, you know, and we had some pretty good talks, and he's lived a life, and I heard a little bit about it, you know. But man, I'm really glad that you called. You know, we did talk about Field of Dreams, and I'm really glad you know that you guys are giving my movie time, black or white, and I appreciate that, and I do hope that people who are out there go see this, because this is a movie of our time, I think.
I know you got to get going, but I just want to say every time you have a project, we call you up and you come on the show every single time, and I appreciate that, and I wish you the best with black and white. I do.
Yeah, go. Yeah, get yourself out of your car. Take your sweetheart.
People are stopping on the Dan Ryan right now. I don't know if that's such a good thing.
What's that?
People are stopping, they're skidding on the Dan Ryan right now to get out of their car for Kevin Costner. I don't know if that's a good thing.
How about this advice? Get somebody that doesn't look like you and go see the movie. That's how we're going to push this thing forward. It's a lot of fun, black and white, trust me.
And let me know when your band comes back on the road. You come to Chicago, St. Charles, the Arcada. Let me know. When's that going to happen?
I don't know. We're going to hit Texas and Oklahoma and Louisiana here pretty soon, but I will let you know, Pete.
You're the best, man. Kevin Costner. Talk soon, Kevin. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
All right, it's 7:20 WGN.